Hi everyone and welcome to Enlightened Tarot. Thanks very much for coming over to watch this video. Today's reading is going to be looking at the energy around those twins, the Divine Masculine and Divine Feminine, who are still waiting for contact and who've been waiting for some time. So we're going to have a look at the energy around that and see what's going on with that and see if any of you twins are going to get the contact that you've been waiting for. Just to quickly mention, the last video was complete even though it did cut out at the last minute. That's just because the battery decided to go and was quite low and I didn't have a chance to let you know that it was low, but just to let you know if you are wondering that the video was complete. So let's get on with the reading. I'm just going to go to the cards that Spirit guide me to. I'm just seeing which ones they want me to go with. This one here. So this deck here, if you like these are by Doreen Virtue and Radleigh Valentine. These are the Angel Tarot cards. Really gorgeous deck. Again, I do use these quite a bit in videos, but if you like this deck, then it's the Angel Tarot card. So let me just give this a little cleanse here with the incense sticks. So, twin flames, Divine Masculine, Divine Feminine. Any messages, anything regarding communication, and for those twins waiting for communication. Anything for twin flames, Divine Feminine, Divine Masculine, waiting for communication. Okay, let's put these down. Okay. The Two of Air. The Hermit card. I'll show you these cards in a second. A complex decision, the need to do research. Let's have a look here. King of Earth. I'm going to put a few more down. The World. Page of Fire. Six of Air. Release. Okay. Let's have a look at this. So, I've been given, hope you can see these, so the Two of Air. Pop these cards there. Two of Air. So this one is saying here, being unable or unwilling to make a decision, pretending there is no problem. So there have been difficulties in communicating, there have been blocks, there has been energy stopping the communication. Okay, so this can be so many things that stop the communication, but this is showing that there is something, there is energy blocking your Divine Masculine, Divine Feminine from contacting you. So there has been blocks. It could be that there are other people, as in relationships they're in. It could be, you know, family, it could be friends, it could be anything. It could be themselves, it could be the twin stopping the communication, but there is a block here. So let's have a look at this. You know, spending time alone as well. This one is talking about spiritual awakening, self-discovery. So, you know, that also plays part of the lack of communication, just because this energy here of the Hermit is about, you know, looking at the self more so, looking within and reflecting and being guided to the knowledge and the really the awakening process, you know, being guided to look at the things that need to be worked on in the self. So this again can delay communication. And I'm being told here the fact that, you know, you've been waiting a long time for communication is because of this journey that you're on. It's because of this time it takes. You know, there is no set time. It just, you have to just kind of put the work in. You have to do the work on the self. So we can see there, I'm going to move this twin sensed it. We can see there that you know, energy barriers, there's blocks here, there are things stopping, and here we can see that it's been time for the self. For both twins, you know, time for the self. So even if they are in relationships, there has been time, they've been guided to go in more of a, I'm trying to find the right word, self-reflection part of themselves. You know, they may be with other people, there may be in other relationships. It's just that this is about like being guided towards your growth, you know, even if you're with other people. And here it's showing, you know, Seven of Water in this card, a complex decision, the need to do research, stop procrastinating. So, you know, follow that guidance, go with what you feel guided to go to and what you want to look at within the self, and look at all the issues that need looking at. They may not come all in one go, they might come in, you know, stages, which they have done for me. And there's always like a right time, but if, as long as you are hiring and raising your vibration, your energy, you know, that will also help keep you flowing, keep your evolution moving, so that you're not stuck. So, you know, you feel like you are growing inside. So again, a journey still about the self. So, you know, they're showing here that this is why it's such a long time. Here, the King of Earth, this can be feminine or masculine energy, but here it's showing the energy of the twin. You know, they the ones, your twin helped you on this journey to trigger these things. And even though you've lacked the communication and you've lacked hearing from them, and it's taking so long, for some it can be going on for a long time, like, you know, years of no communication, but they are still there, you know. They think about you, they are still part of your energy, they are there still, even if you've not had the communication. But this is showing the energy of the twin, okay, male or female, but they are still there, you know. So don't think of them as they've gone, you're never going to hear from them. I wouldn't think of it in those terms. I would think of it more as they're always connected to you divinely. They're always there. They're there in the background, even if you can't reach them, even if you can't see them physically. So they are there in the background. They are there in your head. They are there in your thoughts, but they are there. You know, they think about you as well. So let's see here with the World card. So, you know, I'm feeling that this is kind of going further down the time frame, further down the line. I'm feeling like that when you get to a place of becoming you're really your true self, your authentic self, your whole self, you know, which is what this twin flame journey is about, is the discovering of the self, so that you can come out of the old way. This is what, you know, really we are looking to go towards as much as possible, and that's why it's so important to keep on with the work. And you don't have to call it work, but you can call it kind of self-enlightenment, self-awakening, you know, working on the self. So this is, you know, what we want to achieve, and if you are close to that, great, you know. But showing we can work towards that still. It's still here further down the timeline. Let's have a look at this one here, the Page of Fire. Now this is where the communication is being shown. You do get communication at some point. If it's just crossing paths, fine. If it's, you know, it could be phone call, it could be written communication, it could be the social media, any way of getting in touch. But it is being shown here in the Page of Fire. And here as well it says at the bottom, news of an exciting new endeavour. Use your originality and ingenuity. But this here is about messages coming in. Your twin will somehow cross paths with you. They will either reach out to you and communicate, again, as long as they are on their path of growth and evolution in this time frame of separation. There is communication here, so yes, you are going to get it. You are going to get it, but this also you have to be fairly close to. You have to keep on raising that vibration. You have to get to a place of it being unconditional, so you are not sat waiting. You are still continuing on the journey of growth. In order for this, you know, to come in, you have to get as close as possible to yourself, so you are not waiting. This will come in naturally. The communication will come in naturally towards you. Here, the Six of Air, things are looking up. The end of a difficult situation, taking a trip. You know, this card here is the energy of there is no more delays. You know, there is no more waiting here. There is it's movement. The Six of Air is movement. Things are moving. You are going to be guided again more to more growth within the self, because the journey still continues. It doesn't stop. But this is more or less like, you know, when you're not waiting for communication, this is still the journey. And even though you've got in touch with your twin, or they have got in touch with you, communication, you know, is still there. You're still in touch with your twin. This is a really good energy here. It's showing movement. You know, you're still continuing on the journey of the self. These are all great messages. For those who are waiting for communication, yes, you will get it. You will get the communication. And even if you are reaching out to your twin and you've not heard from them, you've not had any response, no reply, not heard anything, they will get in touch. They will get in touch with you. And here, the last one here is release. The end of a phase or situation, spiritual transformation, time to move on. Now, you know, the journey is unique to you because you chose your lessons when you came in. You chose, and you know, your twin was there to trigger some of the issues that were needing to be looked at. They have helped with that. Releasing is, you know, you've come a long way on your journey, that you have released so many things from your past that now the past does not bother you in the same way as it used to. You have become a new person. Your twin may still be in the background, they may not. They have, you know, they may have taken a different direction. Whichever way it goes for you, the communication part is what we're looking at, and that is what has been shown that does come in. For those who've been waiting a long time, it does come in. Somehow your twin will get in touch, even if you've been in touch with them and they've been no reply, they will get in touch. So releasing here is about, you know, the growth is like you are just continuing on the journey, but you have grown to the point where there is no waiting anymore within the self. There is no holding out for you know, thinking of any conditions set out for what you would like with your twin. You know, be it, did you want to get to know them more? Did you want to get in a relationship with them? Did you want to be a part of their life? You know, everybody's journey is unique and it can go any way. You know, there is no set way. There's many probabilities to your path, but the thing is, you have certain lessons that you chose, you wanted to learn. There's some things you wanted to experience. So, you know, this is about, you've come a long way. Number 13, release. The end of a phase or situation. The past has gone. It's done with. You don't go back to the old you. You can't, having come a long way, because you start to enjoy so much of where you are, and you've worked so hard on the self. You can't go back to the old way. You can't go back to the way the family dynamics used to be. You can't go back to that. You can't go back to old friendships. You can't go back to old jobs. So this is all the past. This is the jobs from the past. This is the people from the past, the colleagues, the friends, the family. As you raise yourself in vibrationally, as you go from the low, you know, the vulnerable, the narcissistic parents that were there, the, you know, narcissistic siblings, you know, narcissistic colleagues, you know, these disorders, personality disorders of people that have come into your life, you know, in a way, you look at them more in a new light. You know, they were there to help you as much as you've helped them as well. They were there to help you move in the direction of what you wanted to go towards, you know, your growth, your evolution in this. So you find you've come away from a lot of the old stuff and you're now a new person, you're a different person. The journey continues, but to get to this energy there is showing you that you know you have come a long way. It's a good place to be in, that there is no expectation and condition anymore of your twin. You know, there is none of that waiting. But for those who are waiting, you have to get to, again, the communication does come in, but you have to get to this. You have to get to a place of not waiting, not looking at your phone, not checking for messages, not going to the place maybe where they are, not holding out for them. You have to get to this place as much as you can. Yeah, okay, it doesn't have to be perfect, but you have to lift yourself out of this waiting energy in order to get communication to come in. It's a release, you know. You become a new you. That you don't feel like you're waiting anymore for communication. So let's have a look now. Let's just cleanse these. Let's have a look at these messages for divine feminine, divine masculine messages regarding communication. For those who've had no communication, who have been waiting a long time, any messages regarding communication. So what we've been shown, we are very grateful for. Any other things that you want us to know? Okay. Illumination. Perfect setting. And fresh approach. Okay, so let's put these there. So illumination, perfect setting, and fresh approach. So I'm being drawn to read the message of number 2, illumination. And it's saying here, just as a full moon sheds its light on our world, you are being shown that there is hope and guidance for you. Have faith. Just holding on to a belief in yourself will plant the seed of manifestation in your life. You are being asked to release any worry or fear that you may be harboring. The clarity you desire is at hand. All you need is something in which to place your faith. So trust in yourself, your support, and the divine. You will be assisted in difficult times. This can also signify inspiration and new love. There is a shedding of light on hidden treasures or surprises. You know, this is a beautiful energy. You know, having faith within the self, believing as well. You know, whatever you believe will manifest. So again, that law of attraction. And if you've researched law of attraction or studied it, you know it's true. You know, what you think, you get back. So the way you feel, you get back. So if you are saying to yourself, I've not heard from my twin, I'm never going to hear from my twin, they're taking ages, it's taking so long. Why is it taking so long? Well, we've already seen there were blocks there, you know, but this also can create the block, the way you think. So you have to change the way you are perceiving your twin. And if you really want a flow of communication to come in, you just have to ask for it and then let that go, and then just relax. And it will be. It's already been shown that there is communication coming in. So perfect setting is about, again, creating. We create with our thinking. So I'm not going to read that one. I'm going to go straight to the fresh approach, number 21. But again, that illumination and perfect setting is about how you think, you know, what you are thinking, what you are putting out there to the universe. That picks up how we feel. It's more about how we feel than the wording. So let's read this one now, the fresh approach. Time to step out of the box and an old way of doing things. You are being challenged to try something new. Look at how to create magic in your world. Create with the intention of filling your life with joy and happiness. Achieve your desires while experimenting with new activities. You always have options. Don't feel limited. Even when you aren't in motion, you are making a choice. You are being prodded to make a decision now. Don't worry about not making the right one. Every mistake brings us lessons and opportunities. The amount you can learn is immeasurable. Base your choice on love and the best option for you. Imagine that failing is not part of any of your choices. What will you choose? Again, fresh approach, amazing, like stepping out of the box, it's time to step out of the box and the old way of doing things. You are being challenged to try something new. So look at new ways of doing things and get out of habits and start changing the way you do things so things become more exciting as you change your day up. And it's, again, law of attraction, it's guaranteed that when you start being more spontaneous and less in the habit mode, things will start to change around you much better, because when you get in habit, your thought process just continues to think the same things and create the same things every day. And that's if you are hoping for change, can't create change, because you are stuck in a momentum of energy that continues day after day. So you wake up in the same kind of pattern, you do the same thing in the morning, you do the same thing in the afternoon, and you do the same thing in the evening. If you can break that up a little bit each day, that will change that habit. So you are doing something different, or at least new, and you're thinking outside of the box. That will start to manifest good new energy coming in, so that the momentum of energy that the way it has been can change. Otherwise the same thoughts and the same everydayness keeps continuing, because we do the same thing every day. The fresh approach is a really good message. Let me just see what else. Just going to make sure that the battery is okay. Yeah, it's still flashing. I think it's recording. Yeah, I think we're on like 22 minutes. Okay, so I want just to let you know that these cards here are absolutely beautiful. These are by Angela Hartfield, Nature's Whispers cards, and I have used them a few times. I just love this deck. It's so beautiful, the pictures, and so amazing. Just this one here from the bottom, Higher Ground. Gorgeous deck. So let's just go here to the Angel Answers Oracle cards by Doreen Virtue and Rosie Valentine. Again, another great deck. I love using these, but let's just ask them, because these have some straightforward answers like yes, no. Let's just ask them for communication for those twin flames who've been waiting a long time for contact, to hear from the twin. Let's just see what they say. Will there be contact? Will there be contact? Okay, so here I've been given here within the next few months. So anything is possible. I mean, timings itself are never set in stone, but right now, with the way your energies are, you can manifest this within the next few months. The Reconsider card, be open. Don't sit in the energy of waiting. Open yourself up. Reconsider your position. Reconsider the way you've been doing it, so that you can manifest things that you want quicker. So the within the next few months is possible. And again, if you've been drawn to this video, these are messages for you. If they're resonating with you, they're messages for you that you've been drawn to this video. Helpful people, talk to somebody that you can trust. Talk to somebody that is going to be supportive of how you're feeling. That again will help you to release some of this waiting energy, because if you can open up to somebody, that will really help to shift the way you feel, or the way you've been thinking, about the lack of contact, the lack of communication, and all the other things that go with your twin flame not reaching out. You know, it doesn't feel nice at all. But again, like I've showed you, you have to get to a certain vibration. To manifest, you have to let it go because you know you want it. And any time frame is possible, but right now the energy is sitting in within the next few months. So I'm going to, if I can just grab, where's it gone? In fact, no, I am going to, actually I can reach it, yeah. I'm going to go to the crystals book here. I'm going to have a quick look at a crystal. I'm going to ask for crystals. It's called the Essential Crystal Handbook by Simon and Sue Lilly. It's a cute little book. It's got lots of information in it, so you know, this is a little gift, but I use it quite regularly. So I'm just going to flick through the pages and ask if there any particular crystal. If anyone's been wondering like what crystal would be good, is there anything, you know, just go with what you're drawn to. But that's why I'm flicking through the pages, because I just want them to give me something that if you've been looking at getting a crystal but wasn't quite sure as to which one, let's just see if they can give you a message here as to what could be good. Okay, I'm feeling to stop here. So it's stopped on purpurite. Okay, so it's stopped on the colour here of the, I don't know if you can see that, I'm just going to move candle and the Buddha. No, purpurite. This stone here, purpley stone, and they've got little keywords here. So this one is about contentment, acceptance, focus and calm. Purpurite. This one is saying purpurite appears to have a soft and silky texture. It is sometimes cut into cabochons, I think that is, to show off its rich colour and pleasing texture. And the magic is saying it helps to integrate disparate skills, thoughts and ideas, help us to repair mistakes. And the shade saying here in the bottom that Sugilite has a shiner, sorry, I can't even read that, has a shinier, less fibrous surface than purpurite. But this stone would be very good if you've not, you know, got any stones but you've been thinking of getting some. Then this would be a good one, because this is what they have stopped me on. This is what I wanted to stop on. That's what they showed me. And I'm just reading the healing functions. Maximizes nutrient intake in the body, helping the generation of energy, relaxes and soothes the mind, strengthens intuition, encourages acceptance. So that's a very good one, you know, for twin flames, accepting yourself. Provides an underlying support to all life energy, pulls disparate strands of our persona together, helping us to achieve spiritual goals. Also to ease stress and frustration when you're feeling a lack of direction or progress. It's saying here you can place a piece of purpurite at the brow and a piece of black tourmaline between the feet. So that's possibly one to try. You know, black tourmaline again is very, very good. I've got a couple of those stones, the tourmalines. I've also got a necklace as well, which I wear every day. A really good stone to have. But purpurite, again, if you want a little bit of colour, this is a good one. Also to create harmony in mind, body and spirit. You can place a piece of purpurite at the crown or brow chakra, one at the heart chakra and one or near the root chakra. So this is all in this book. You know, if you want to get hold of it, I can show you. I don't know if you can get hold of it because this was a gift. It's the Essential Crystal Handbook. You can read it in there by Simon and Sue Lilly. And it's here saying all the crystals you will ever need for health, healing and happiness. So you can read it for yourself, or you can get the book if you want to. It's a really lovely book. Purpurite, so that's the stone that's being given. So kind of just to sum it up, you know, if you've been waiting for communication for a long time, it's looking likely in within the next few months. Again, if you continue with this self work and evolving, you know, without putting any condition on it, letting it go, knowing and trusting that everything is working out for you and that things will manifest at the right time. So clear your energy as well regularly.